Hey Girl Scouts and anyone looking for a way to track work or volunteer hours.
Hi, I'm Phoebe.
Hi, I'm Jenny.
Hi, I'm Emily.
We are from Troop 218 and are cadets but almost seniors at the time of filming this video.
And this is our Silver Award project because we always found it rather hard to keep track of hours and wanted to find a solution to this rather tedious chore.
Hopefully this video will be helpful, and let's get right into it.
First off, we're going to tell you some things we suggest when keeping organized. One thing you can do is write your hours in more than one place. This is very important to do because you can make sure you don't forget to write down any hard worked hours. If you have it in two places, you won't leave out any steps to your goal.
As soon as you are able to, write down the amount of time for the activity you've completed.
Make a plan for success. Have some system that works for you when keeping organized, whether it be what we suggest or your own way.
Be consistent in the work you do, basically meaning keeping your time balanced, which transitions well into our next tip.
Time management. I know this can be hard for everyone, but managing how we spend our time is so important. If you are working on a project or award, be sure to have a schedule and a plan. Like for example, right now as a group, we are working in 1 hour increments on Mondays and Fridays, and this has helped us so much in terms of time management.
The last tip is going to be a way you can track hours. It will show you a way to track your hours easily and efficiently. You'll be able to do this on both your computer or mobile device.
Now I'm going to show you the step-by-step process to make the Google form to track your hours. Okay, first step is to create a Google Gmail account. If you don't already have one, make sure to ask your parents for help with this step if you have any problems. So once that's done, go to your Google Drive and sign in with your Gmail account. You can easily just search up Google Drive and then click the first link and it'll bring you here. You can also bookmark this page for easy access to it. Then the next step, we're gonna make a Google form. So click this new button and there it should pop down a drop down menu and then open to a new Google form. This will bring you to a page that looks like this. So now we're gonna give a title to our Google form. I'm just gonna name mine time tracking. Feel free to add a description if you want, but I'm just gonna leave this section blank for now. So for the first question, label it with projects or something similar. This is what I'm gonna where I'm gonna be putting all my projects that I'm currently working on. So for example, I want to track my Silver Award. So you write out projects and then you write I want to track my Silver Award. So I'd type in for the first option my Silver Award. There we go. Okay, Silver Award. And then maybe I want to also track community service hours, so I'd add another option and type out community service. And I also want to track school volunteering. I can put these three options in, but you can change them to whatever you want, and especially you want to also make sure you change it to checkboxes. So you can just click down on multiple choice and click there's a bunch of different options, but you want checkboxes because if you have ones that apply for different projects, so say I have something for say I'm doing some school volunteering, but it also can count for my Silver Award, you want it to count for both, so make sure there's checkboxes so you can select different ones. Also, don't worry if you forget a project because you can always come back and add more. Once you create a form, you can always go back again and recustomize everything. So don't worry about it being perfect the first time. So for the type of form that I'm making, I'm going to be tracking multiple projects in one form, but maybe if you're a troop leader and you need to keep track of hours for many people and it's only one project, instead of marking this question as projects, you could do the names of the people instead. And if you're doing that, I recommend you have an everyone kind of option to make things easier so that you don't have to go through and select all the names of the girls in your troop. So you can just click everyone and do them all at once. That's a lot easier. Okay, so next we're going to add another question. So we just click the plus button on the bar on the right. But this time we don't want a multiple choice question, so I'm going to set it to date. We're also going to name this question date. So here it goes out. And this is where you'll be recording the date of when you complete your hours. So month, day, and year. Okay, so we're almost done. So create 2 new questions and change them to time questions, so another type of question. And so change them to time. And so for the first one, I'm going to label it start time. And the second one I will label end time. End time. And so that's just your start and end time of the amount of hours you did. And then the last two questions are optional, but they're highly useful. So create two new short answer questions. So I'll make one of them a short answer, and then I might make this one a paragraph, because it's however long you want it. You can kind of do it to however you want it. And neighbor one of them as number or total number of hours. Oh, there we go. Right, total number of hours. And the other one as comments and reflections. Oh, wait. Comments and reflection. This is just for however long. And for the number of hours, I recommend that you always answer in a number form. So if you worked on one type in the number one, if you worked 1 hour and 30 minutes, then typed in 1.5, that way you can come back later and add them all up, so it would be easier. So instead of writing 1 hour and 30 minutes, write 1.5 translating that. I almost forgot, you also want to add in a question for the specific activity. This is useful so you can track what you did in that time when you look back. Then lastly, you can customize your form, which you can make it however you want it. So if you go to the top right hand corner, there is a little paint palette, and there's a little paint palette. You can change the header, the colors, and you can customize most things. You can change the color to it, the backgrounds, and everything. And then last but not least, make sure you have the link to your form on hand. And to get that, click the send button in the top right hand corner, and then click on the little embedded link, and then click copy, and then it'll copy it to your clipboard.
The next step is to add the link to the Google form to your phone's home screen. If you do not have a phone, you can also bookmark the link in your browser for easy access. First, I'm going to show the iOS version, and then I'm going to show the steps to do this on any Android phone. So for the iPhone, there are two ways in which you can do this. One way is a lot easier and quicker, but you cannot customize how the app will look on your home screen as much. The other way takes a little longer, but you can change the color of the app or even add a picture so that you can make it look like whatever you want. So let's go through the easy way first. So here I have my phone, and I'm going to open the Safari app. Make sure that it is Safari because it won't work in any other browser. So now I'm going to paste in the link to my form and press go. And once I have the form open, tap the share button on the toolbar and select add to home screen. Once you press add to home screen, you will then be prompted to name it, and I'm just going to go ahead with what they have already pre-filled for me. And when you press add, it will be added to your home screen. And see, once I press it, it will bring me directly to the form where I can then fill it out. Now for the more complicated way. Open the Shortcut app. If you can't find it, you may need to download it from the App Store. Once you have it open, you should see a screen like this. On this page, click the plus sign button in the top right-hand corner. Then click Add Action. You want to then type the word open into the search bar and select Open URL. Now paste the link to your Google form in the space. Now click Next. This page will allow you to name your shortcut. I just went for time tracking. You can also give your shortcut a color and icon, but this step is not too important. Click Done when you are ready to move on. You should now see your shortcut in a rectangle. Click the white circle with the 3 dots in the top right-hand corner to add your shortcut to the home page. Now click the Share button on the bar at the bottom and select Add to Home Screen. This is where you can name it and change the color or even add a picture. So I'm going to keep the name as time tracking, but I'm going to choose a photo and then click Add when you are done. And there you go. It should now be on your home screen, and when you click it, it should bring you directly to your form. Now for Androids, open up Google Chrome and navigate to the website that you want to add. Then click the vertical ellipses in the top right hand corner. It should open a menu. Click Add to Home Screen. This should then bring up a pop-up where you can then name your app whatever you want, and this will show up on your home screen. And then once you click Add, it will then add this as an app to your home screen. And whenever you click it, it will open up the website in your browser. Now, this was through Google Chrome, but you can also do this with the Samsung Internet app. So when you have that open, you can navigate to your website, and then you're going to click the menu button, which is the 3 horizontal lines in the top right-hand corner. When you click this, it will open up a menu, and then click Add Page To. This should open up a pop-up and then you're going to click Add the current web page to home screen. And then here you can name your app whatever you want. And then once you click Add, it will add this app to your home screen, and whenever you click it, it will open up your website in your browser.
So the final step in this process is converting your Google form into a spreadsheet, so that way you can easily tally up and categorize all of your hours. In order to do that, we are going to go back to the Google form, and when you open it up, tap over to the responses and hit the green Google spreadsheet button in the top right hand corner. A pop-up will appear, and here you're going to select Create New Spreadsheet and then give it a name. Then hit Create. Now look at that, it's like magic. Every single question has its own column, and as you add more responses, it will automatically add it to your spreadsheet. Another cool feature of the spreadsheet is that you can order a column in alphabetical order, which means that I can group all of my projects together to make it easier to see. And to do this, highlight a column by clicking the first box, holding Shift, and clicking the last box, or you can click and drag. Now that you have your column highlighted, go to the toolbar at the top and click on Data. This will open a whole list of things you can do, but we want to click the first one, Sort Sheet by column A to Z, and this will reorder everything in alphabetical order. So now you can see that all of the silvers are next to each other and all my school hours are next to each other. So that way you can quickly add up all of your hours for each project. And that's pretty much it.
If you're still confused after all this, there's an in-depth article on our website, www.girlscouts.timelog.com, that walks you through this whole process with pictures.
On our website, there are also links to Google Form templates if you want to work off of something.
Or you can email us at phoebejennyemily218@gmail.com. Thank you for watching.